Hello everyone, this is Sunset2 and welcome to another mod overview, this time on Trust is Nice, but a mod that simply adds the ability for interactions to be logged. So, if you want to have it so that blocks broken, blocks placed, explosions, containers, doors used, or levers and buttons used are logged, you can have that happen in a log file. There is also the ability for the name of the block being touched, the position of the event, what dimension it happened in, and who it was involved with, to also be part of this logging, as the information you'll be most likely seeing displayed. There is also the ability for a blaze rod to be used, only in creative of course. I don't know if you could tweak this with an op at all, to obviously have it to see what blocks has been interacted with or placed or something like that, specifically at that position, and crouching when using obviously checks the block space adjacent to it. So yeah, if we actually take a look at where this is located though, if you went to your .minecraft folder, if you just opened up the directory from whatever launcher you're using, and go to configs, you'll see under TINB, you'll see a config for the mod, which we'll cover soon, then new world, year 2020, which is obviously the current year I'm recording this in, April, as well as the 10th of April, and you can see hour 7. If we actually look at that, you can see obviously I've come across a container, which was obviously opening a bonus chest, just to see what was inside, the fire I've placed, interacting with certain blocks, which should most likely be from the mod I just covered before, which was safe stones. You can see that I've placed quite a few things there. I broke a dead bush at some point, and other than that, it's not counting me flying or anything else like that. Placing cobblestone, or placing cobblestone apparently, and a few other things, and then pretty much where I am now. I don't know if it happened to... I don't think it tracked the door at all. So that is quite odd. Obviously you can see it's only just stopped at a certain point, because at the point that I'm trying to record this obviously, it's not going to show because I've opened the file at this point. So if we actually open this again, you can see it'll probably have tracked a lot more. So we can see I've now placed the door and pressure plate and replaced the air with an oak door currently. You can also see obviously it's a block interaction of sorts, the block type, the action, which obviously has been replaced, what type of block it was replaced with, what coordinates, by myself, and in the overworld. Other than that, if we check the configs, you can see obviously that it allows you to keep track of blocks that have been broken, which obviously this is set to default. You can set it to false if you don't want to track that type of information. You can obviously have it so it tracks the blocks being placed, the buttons and levers used, the containers, doors, explosions being set off, so doors apparently not tracked by default. When using it, of course, obviously not placing it. And otherwise you have it so it can log every block usage besides even these, it seems, and with what item it was done with. So obviously if they were mining something with, say, a pickaxe, or using TNT besides counting the explosions, I guess, or certain other means, you can see obviously if they're cheating. Obviously you probably might not be able to track X-ray with this, but you can other things that seem off. Otherwise, the output, besides the monitoring, allows you to ignore creative mode players and only focus on survival mode players, which currently it's tracking creative mode players because I'm in creative at the moment. Obviously it'll allow you to save in-game logs immediately to the file every time they occur. Obviously it's set to false, and to probably only use this during a server shutdown. Other than that, you can have it where it should tell every OP immediately when, op immediately when an explosion goes off. You can have it so that it writes to the log, and you can also have it so that it writes to the server console as well, which is currently only writing to the log, and I'm also not on the server, so it's not going to be able to do that anyways. Other than that though, that's pretty much it. If we actually crouch, we can see the displayed activity at said block, and that nothing's been untouched. You can see there, nothing's been untouched either. Nothing's been untouched there. Do that, and this. We see now that the actual stone pressure plate has been moved, and it says, nope, it's been placed or broken, something's changed. So, yeah. You can also find out that information. Don't think it matters if you have a stack either. No, so that doesn't matter. And it seems to be that that's going to be consistent until the next time something is placed there to update it. So that was placed. But if you, yeah, so crouching will be quite difficult if certain blocks are on top of it, however, though. So that's not untouched, but anything underneath it has been untouched, obviously. So that'll be quite awkward, but easily avoidable, obviously, if you're trying to work something out there, rather than whatever other possibilities of changes have been. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.